You ever wonder how one of the most powerful republics in history handed itself over to a single man? Willingly? Let me introduce you to Julius Caesar, Rome's ultimate overachiever, military genius and, spoiler alert, dictator for life. But this isn't just a story about power. It's a story about a crumbling system, some smooth political moves, and a very complicated love-hate relationship between Rome and the guy who broke it. All right, picture this. The Roman Republic, founded on the idea that no one man should hold too much power. They had a Senate, 2 consuls, elections, real checks and balances. But by the time Caesar rolls in, that system is barely hanging on. The Senate's corrupt. The elites are hoarding land and wealth. Ordinary Romans? Broke, angry, and ready for a change. And into this chaos walks Caesar, ambitious, charming, and with the kind of military resume that makes people sit up straight. He wasn't just some random politician. He was the guy who conquered Gaul, crossed the Rhine, and even made it to Britain before it was cool. Every victory made him more popular with the people, and more terrifying to the Senate. Now, technically, Caesar wasn't supposed to march his army into Rome. That was illegal, that was treason. But in 49 BC, he did it anyway. He crosses the Rubicon River with his legions, basically saying, yeah, I know the rules, and I'm done playing by them. That moment, boom, civil war. And here's the wild part. Even as Rome tore itself apart, people loved him for it. Because Caesar didn't just fight battles. He forgave enemies, canceled debts, handed out land, and threw the most epic public games. He knew how to win hearts, not just wars. By the time the dust settled, his enemies were gone or groveling, and Caesar was in total control. The Senate? Still around, but kind of just a decoration at this point. In 44 BC, they even gave him the title Dictator for life. Let that sink in. A republic built to avoid kings and tyrants, handed full power to one man. But here's the twist. The same senators who cheered for him turned on him. They thought killing Caesar would save the republic. Spoiler, it didn't. His death lit the fuse on a second civil war, and instead of returning to a republic, Rome crowned its first emperor, Augustus, Caesar's adopted son. So, how did Rome fall for Caesar? Simple. They were tired of chaos, tired of greedy elites, tired of a system that didn't work. Caesar wasn't just a conqueror, he was a symbol of something new. And by the time they realized the price of that trade, the Republic was already gone.